Bonjour YouTube. Bonjour les petits amis de la VOD, bienvenue. Bienvenue dans cette nouvelle VOD sur Metal Gear Solid. Aujourd'hui est un grand jour, aujourd'hui on commence Metal Gear Solid V. Aujourd'hui on joue à Ground Zeroes, le prologue de MGSV. Et voilà, je ne vous en dis pas plus, vous aurez pas de contexte. Et il y a Mahogany dans le chat qui demande combien de temps après le précédent jeu ça se passe. Je ne répondrai pas. Il y aura une date écrite de toute façon. Pour rappel, Peace Walker se passait en avril, je crois, 74. Voilà. Et la raison pour laquelle Snake n'a pas de bandana, souvenez-vous, il l'a jeté dans le lac avec le Peace Walker parce qu'il a abandonné l'héritage de The Boss. Il a renié The Boss. Allez, c'est parti. Alors, j'ai pas de sauvegarde, j'ai plus de sauvegarde, j'ai supprimé ma sauvegarde pour l'occasion. J'avais un taux de complétion à 100%. J'espère que vous ne m'en voudrez pas. Est-ce que j'ai des cassettes? Non, j'ai aucune cassette de débloquer du coup. Oui, parce qu'il pense que The Boss l'a renié lui. Exactement. Ah si, j'ai toutes les cassettes. Bon. On s'est rajouté une musique d'hélicoptère pour le fun. Alors, histoire. Ah. Vous aurez le petit résumé de Peace Walker si jamais vous n'y jouez pas. Je me souvenais pas qu'il y avait ça. Bon. Eh ben on y va. C'est parti. Ah, je peux pas la mettre en difficile. Sortez Paz, une cible stratégique, et Chico, un membre de la Mother Base, de la prison de la marine américaine, et quitter la zone en hélico. Mais pourtant, Paz, on l'a laissé pour morte la dernière fois. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? C'est parti. Oh, elle est pas morte, je le savais. On n'a pas eu le monologue. Quel monologue? C'est parti. Ah! Ce jeu a si bien vieilli, putain, il est magnifique. Ah, mais elle avait fait un petit monologue quand même avant la baston. On est sur un jeu PS3, hein, n'oubliez pas. Ouais, ça a 10 ans.
She told us everything. Don't worry, I kept my word. She didn't suffer long. Here. You earned it.
C'est Chico! C'est Chico!
How's it feel to play the traitor? No more war games. You're a real man now, soldier.
Bébou. Oh, il a pas vieilli.
Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
Let's go la musique sous licence. Une bonne batte, Witch. C'est pas notre faute, c'est la faute à Idéo. En plus, c'est la musique d'un film. Vraiment, on est dans la pire configuration.
Ten days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No. I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved's bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
Oui, c'est Kiefer Sutherland qui double Big Boss maintenant. Du coup, c'était Kaz et Big Boss qui parlaient. Bon, les gens se rendront bien compte, hein, de toute façon. On va le voir parler. Sauf.
Trojan horse is in. This pirate crackdown's a go. Move!
Le mec qui s'appelle Skullface, c'est complètement notre mascotte. Je connais ce jeu par cœur.
So who's the other target?
That would be Chico. He's being held in the same area as Paz. Last radio contact was 40 hours ago. Find them both. Bring him back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico and Paz, then report back from the rendezvous point.
C'est parti pour la musique incroyable. OMG! C'est lui!
We'll send a chopper from across the Cuban border. You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our guests. The only catch is you go in solo. The politically sensitive nature of the mission means backup is not an option.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then. I'm in front of the prison camp.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Qu'est-ce qu'il est beau!
Kept you waiting, huh?
Oh là là. Baise-moi Big Boss.
Chico and Paz are being held in an old, unused part of the compound. Get inside and head northeast.
Et c'est parti!
Mission info has been
This is an
updated.
infiltration mission.
On est le
Not to stay
Snake.
out of sight. Before you go any further, use your binoculars
On est
to
le Big
recon
Boss,
the
on peut
area.
faire ça.
If you ready your weapon
On peut
while
faire ça.
crawling, you can move horizontally left or right. If you do that holding the dash button, you'll move faster.
On peut faire ça. C'est le montage de l'extrême. Plus excessif.
XOF.
C'est un peu Bollywood.
What do you see? Press the call button to get more intel. Your binoculars are equipped with a directional microphone. You should be able to listen in on whatever they're pointed at. Keep low. You can check the controls on the pause screen. You should try listening in on those soldiers. Even casual chatter could reveal something in a place like this.
Bon, du coup, l'endroit s'appelle le camp Oméga, mais en vrai c'est Guantanamo. Do a body check. On va faire du body check. Ok. Il m'a entendu rôter. Ce boule. Il me chamboule. Ok.
To climb an obstacle, press the action button.
has been updated.
On ne peut pas faire de body check. Il a lâché ses affaires. Il n'y a pas de body check dans ce jeu. Mais on peut jeter les gens. On peut faire du body throw. Du coup, il m'a indiqué quoi? Des munitions ici. Ok.
This is the transmission we intercepted. Chico's call for help.
Snake, it's Chico. Classics here too. You're at the precinct area on the coast. There's some cages to the east of a big building. East an old grassy facility. That's where we are. Help me, Snake.
Their lives are in your hands. Get Chico and Posse out of there.
Un véhicule? C'est complètement un véhicule.
Now head east to the old prison area. You can bring up the target's location on your iDroid.
Voilà. Bon, je l'ai.
You should move the bodies of enemies somewhere out of sight.
Bon, ça va, personne ne va le trouver, lui. Là-haut, là.
Contact me if you need advice. Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
El Serpiente arrive. Ça dit quoi ici? Du C4.
You've got explosives. They'll pack enough power to destroy their anti-air defenses or vehicles.
Ok. Ah oui, aussi, on peut sprinter.
Take a good look at the enemy through your binoculars, and you can mark him. Marked enemies can be sensed when nearby, even if there's a wall between you and them. But it only works if you stop and take the time to focus your attention. This helps you maintain situational awareness. Try it.
El Serpiente.
Marker removed.
Ok. Ah, j'aime bien aussi le son du sprint. Ouais, ça fait beaucoup de bruit, mais il y a vraiment le côté attention, on peut t'entendre, quoi. CQC.
Pulling at the old prison area the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, some high-value prisoners or something. You get that duty and kiss your break time goodbye, man. My buddy was crying on my shoulder about it.
But that place has been dead for years. Now we got these, I don't know who's, bringing in enemy combatants from stateside.
Right. And the CO is tearing his hair out.
Feel like I'm living in a prison, man.
Certes. Quel plaisir de pouvoir à nouveau déplacer les corps. Ok.
That's the old prison area. The targets are there.
Ok. Il y a des prisonniers. Ouais, c'est là où il y avait Chico. Ah. Manifestement, c'était lui, Chico. Par contre, j'ai vraiment pas compris comment fonctionnait le sommeil. Des fois, ils se réveillent sans raison et des fois, ils dorment toute leur vie. Ça dépend de quelle arme tu utilises, ça dépend de si quelqu'un les réveille. Non, d'ailleurs, non. Non, tant qu'ils se font pas réveiller par quelqu'un, ils restent endormis. Hein. Ok.
Chico. Chico. Chico, it's me.
No! No! Go away! Go away!
Move me out of here, please!
Get off me! Get off!
Chico, keep it down.
Go away!
Right over here! Hey! You gotta let me out! You let me out! No! Stay here!
Get off me! Get off!
Chico, calm down. Calm down. Don't fight it.
J'ai pas eu exactement pareil, j'avais déjà sorti les autres gens. Oui. Ouais, le jeu s'adapte à ce que tu fais, oui.
I got Chico.
And Paz,
Not here.
are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Is Chico able to walk?
Hold on.
Quelle horreur.
Not gonna happen.
Alors je vous préviens, c'est très violent et très gore. Hein.
Okay, boss, change your plans. Haul Chico over to the rendezvous point. We'll get Paz's whereabouts out of him once he's calmed down.
Et on commence doucement avec ça, en vrai.
Mission info has
I
been
marked the
updated.
RV on your map. Okay, now carry Chico there.
The map has been updated.
Ok.
Please select a landing zone confirmed.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed your way now.
What a thrill.
Once you don't end up head first in the ocean.
Regardez, on le voit l'hélicoptère. Petit chat.
The RV's just a little further.
He's dead. I killed her.
Great. You reach the RV. Put the target down for a minute. How's he doing?
Chico, where is Paz?
Ah, elle s'est fait fouetter.
When was this recorded?
She's dead.
Petit chat.
Mission info has been updated.
Merde. Emmène-le.
Chico's tape. Think it could give us a clue to Paz's location? Use your iDroid to listen to it.
On your feet.
Okay.
Chico's taken out of his cage. Did he leave the tape recording while he was being moved? Paz might be up ahead. I hear vehicles. And a flag. Must be near the heliport. A gate.
Ok, le drapeau.
Chico left the tape on record while he was being moved. Try using what you hear to find Paz. If you're still not sure, listen to the tape again. The Stars and Stripes. Not a popular sight in Cuba. That sound. A flag fluttering. Next they headed for a place with a helicopter.
En vrai, j'ai de reconnaître le bruit d'un drapeau comme ça. T'entends du métal qui cogne contre un genre de barre en métal. Et un bruit d'étoffe. Par élimination, ouais, c'est un drapeau.
The helipad. That matches Chico's tape.
Salut. Oh putain, il y a une caméra.
All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Delta 9. We'll investigate ASAP. Out. Delta 9, this is CP. Give me a sit rep. Do you copy? Come in. We have a situation. All units on alert.
Bah dis donc, je vise moins bien qu'à l'époque. Hein.
Eyes open, boss.
Je me suis fait avoir. Let's go. Je vais voir s'il n'y a pas des munitions pour le flingue tranquillisant. Parce que là il me reste une balle quand même. Rien. Oh putain.
You can use that to take out their vehicles or anti-air guns. But you'll be broadcasting your position to the whole base. If you're gonna use it, be ready.
C'est marrant ça, cette là. Alors, comme vous pouvez le voir, on a un inventaire assez limité. Hein. Un flingue, une arme sur le dos, une arme à la hanche. C'est tout. Il faut se démerder avec ce qu'on a.
Watch your corners.
All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out.
Putain. Pas toi.
Maybe Chico's tape can tell you something. What can you hear on it? Take a close listen.
We have a situation. All units on alert.
Il y avait le bruit d'une grande porte. C'est ça? Ouais, il y a une alarme et tout. Comment je passe cette porte? J'ai pas l'impression qu'elle soit à l'extérieur. En Phantomane, ça allait moins. En vrai, non, hein. Sur ce que tu peux porter sur toi, c'est toujours limité. Et j'aime bien ça, à vrai dire. Même s'il y a un truc qui permet de cheater ça, mais... Après, je me plains pas, hein. J'aime vraiment bien. C'est une bonne contrainte, je trouve. On peut être rentré, non? Bon. Oh merde. Wouah! Ah, c'est des Américains cette fois. Ils ne verront pas là. Bah, il y avait des grilles, mais je pense qu'ils ont lancé en fait près de la grille, c'est tout. À la dernière position connue. Oh là là, je suis où là? Quand t'as une caméra à gauche. Oh tiens. Oh! Ok, on est là. Sachez que je joue la surprise, mais je sais exactement ce que je fais et où on est. Je connais la map par cœur. Bon, juste, j'avais pas prévu de me faire repérer. La PGM en action. C'est moi. Toujours pas une finition pour mon pistolet tranquillisant. Ouais, on est de l'autre côté de la grande porte.
CP, this is Delta 3. We checked the area and found nothing. Calling off the search. Over. This is CP. Understood. Keep your
On va le mettre hors d'état de nuire celui-là.
CP, this is Zulu 1.
Tant pis, je voulais pas te tuer, mais tant pis. Tu m'as pas laissé le choix. Alors... Ah! Cassette de Chico. Alors j'ai pas écouté les cassettes de Chico en vrai.
Don't touch me, you son of a bitch!
Faut le ranger là-dedans.
She looks weak. We need her alive. Yes, sir.
Buzz. You're back early today.
Early?
And the sun is still up.
See?
Yeah.
Chico,
Yes?
let us not do this, okay?
Huh?
I do not think I want to talk to you.
But I came here to...
Just quiet, or I'll scream.
What the... I don't get it. Buzz!
crois que c'est celle qu'on a écoutée en premier.
On your feet.
Oui. Ok, on la connaît déjà celle-là. Merci. Ah. Voilà. Ah, ma pisse s'est fait froide. Ouais, elle a pris très cher. Hein. Pacific Ocean. Les voisins maintenant qui entendent que la pisse est trop froide.
Get Poss onto the helicopter.
Bon. Allez, c'est parti. Alors faut que je fasse gaffe parce que j'ai pas d'arme à une main. Vu que j'ai plus de fléchettes tranquillisantes. Putain de merde. Ok. Le hack c'est de mourir, ça rend des balles. Oui, je parle d'expérience. Je sais, mais on essaie de faire un run parfait. Pas grave, on va prendre le pistolet mitrailleur dans la cabane qui est à gauche.
Go ahead and call the chopper. Keep an eye out for nearby enemies. They could try to shoot down the chopper.
Please select a landing zone.
Est-ce que je le fais venir là à l'héliport? Vas-y. J'ai peur de rien.
That area's a hot zone.
Oui, mais... Case, moi je m'en bats les couilles.
Put the target on the chopper.
CP, this is Zulu 6. Detonation in the area. Can't tell where. Over. This is CP. Understood. Enemy attack. All units, stay alert.
J'ai peur de rien, t'entends, je suis américaine. Que Dieu bénisse l'Amérique.
CP, this is Zulu 6. Vehicle got taken out. Has to be an enemy operative. Over. This is CP. Understood. Move to investigate. ASAP. Out. There you are. What? You all right?
Yes.
CP, this is Zulu 10. Just saw a suspicious person.
So you're surprised.
Tu vois, il n'y a plus personne, j'ai évacué tout le monde.
This is Morpho, arriving shortly at LZ.
CP, this is Zulu 6. Gunfire. All fire team, I'm in CP.
This is Morpho, on station at LZ.
J'arrive, Morpho. C'est parti. Allez, on décolle vite. Ouf. J'ai peur de rien, je t'ai dit. Je suis américaine, putain. Let's go, on est sorti. Allez. Champagne. On a fini le jeu. C'est pas une blague. Et maintenant, préparez-vous pour probablement la meilleure séquence de toute la saga. En ce qui me concerne, en tout cas. La musique va être incroyable, d'ailleurs. Comme d'habitude, la musique de Ground Zeroes est folle.
Snake.
Alors attention, ça va être pas mal gore.
Medic!
She's rigged. Damn it, we were set up!
We gotta get it out. No time for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
Hold her down. Hold her down!
Ok, c'est maintenant. Regardez pas si vous êtes sensible. Il va y avoir chirurgie en gros plan. Elle est pas anesthésiée.
Keep her gun in.
Maintiens-les à l'intérieur. La cicatrice en forme de V et le paquet avec le logo de la paix. C'est un move d'enfoiré, ça.
Control tower, this is Morpho 1. All hummingbirds are on the wing. We'll shake hands, then head back to the cage. Boss, you got a call. Boss, can you hear me?
What's up, Huey?
Our guests are right on time. Document destruction and hangar decontamination are complete. AFVs have been stowed away, and Zeke's on the seafloor along with a nuke. Everyone's got their story straight. The guided tour will be wrapped up by the time you get home.
Make me proud.
By the time they leave, I'll have the IAEA praising us as the poster boys for world peace. Out.
Ok. Tout va bien. Tout va bien.
Tower, this is Morpho 1. 2, you copy. Can't get through. The link seems fine, but...
C'est un Kinder Surprise. Oh merde. Ils ont détruit la maison. Ils sont attaqués la maison. La maman base. Vas-y, boss. Il fallait sauver. Les bronzes. Non, Amanda, elle bossait plus là. Amanda, elle est partie à la fin de Peace Walker. C'était la maison. Oh, il est beau, Kev.
They played us like a damn fiddle! Give it back! This isn't right, that was ours! We built it, damn it! You spying bitch! Come on, start talking, bitch! Come on, get up and start talking!
Bob, there's...
It's all right, we got it out.
There's another in my...
Oh, le médic qui est parti avec, là. Cette fois, elle est morte pour de vrai. On l'a vu exploser. Vous voulez un petit trailer pour Phantom Pain?
Your favorite song? Nicolas, Bart, immigrants wrongly executed. But their deaths served as a message to others. That ours is a society that murders the innocent.
We live in a society.
Do you too believe your sacrifice will change the world?
Du coup, je sais plus si on a vu une date, mais c'était en 75. Donc 1 an après Peace Walker. Environ. C'est un peu moins d'1 an en vrai. Bravo à la fin du jeu. Il va y avoir un petit trailer à la fin du générique. Vous mettre en haleine de Phantom Pain. Vraiment, ça me fait trop rire que le jeu fasse 1 heure. Ouais. Ouais. Après, genre, tu vois, là, je savais ce que je faisais et tout. Je suis pas morte une seule fois. J'ai pas cherché les secrets. Genre, il y avait 9 patchs XOF, j'en ai chopé qu'un seul. Il y a plein de trucs dans ce jeu. Oui, c'est vraiment la fin du jeu. Je vais faire les missions secondaires après, mais c'est la fin du jeu. Par contre, j'ai pas fait les 2 missions secrètes là. Je vais essayer de les faire, c'est pas la priorité, mais je vais essayer de les faire aussi. Ça soit marrant. Surtout déjà vu. Déjà vu, elle est très marrante. Donc pour vous donner le contexte de cette chanson, c'est la chanson du film The Ballad of Sacco and Vanzetti. Nicolas Sacco et Bart Vanzetti étaient des immigrés italiens aux États-Unis et qui ont été exécutés parce que ils ont été soupçonnés ils étaient communistes et ils ont été soupçonnés d'un meurtre et ils ont été exécutés quoi. Ils ont été condamnés à mort. Et le fait que c'était des militants communistes a fait qu'on a plus ou moins pas fait de procès. Et il y a eu un film sur eux, du coup, et c'était la chanson du film, chantée par John Baez. Voilà. Une histoire horrible. Les États-Unis dans toute leur splendeur. Et cette chanson, on l'entendait déjà dans MGS4, mais c'était une version reprise, ça c'est l'original. C'était le générique de fin de MGS4. Voilà. Je vous recommande de vous renseigner sur cette histoire, c'est super intéressant. Et ça gauchise. C'est mon papa qui m'avait raconté ça. J'ai pété. Mais alors qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Comment on peut continuer une histoire pareille? Ils sont morts dans un accident d'hélicoptère, tous! Peut-être. Putain, j'ai... Ah! C'est bon, la fin du générique, je veux qu'on voit la bande-annonce ensemble, la bande-annonce qui m'a rendu folle il y a 10 ans. Big Boss est increvable, ça on sait déjà. Il encaisse bien, ouais. Je trouve magnifique cette musique-là. Ouais, il y a du monde, hein. Et c'est que Ground Zero, ça. Allez. Le game by Hideo Kojima. Voilà. OMG, ça c'est arrêté. Allez, petit trailer.
Cypher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment. No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss. Tell me where he is. Where is Cypher? Where is Zero? I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak, I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
All right. Zero is...
Ah! Les enfants terribles! Oui, c'était pas...
Don't you die on me, damn it! He's dropping! Intubate now! Clear!
Non, il y a eu un an d'écart entre les deux jeux.
No response. Hit him again. Clear!
La résolution est dégueu.
You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, yes, I know. You would like to know how.
Il voit flou. Non, il voit en PS3.
I'm afraid it's been 9 years.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer. The body I've lost. The comrades I've lost. Won't stop hurting.
Ah oui, ça spoil rien du tout. Ok. Ah, j'ai les frissons. Merde, la manette s'est éteinte. Ça va être incroyable. Ouais, lundi on commence. Même si on finira clairement pas le jeu avant que j'arrête de streamer, je pense. Mais lundi on commence. Lundi on se réveille de notre coma. Et du coup, ouais, faut raconter le nombre d'années passées dans le coma dans sa vie. Parce qu'il y a eu les 9 ans là. Et je sais plus exactement en quelle année se passe Metal Gear 2. Attends. Alors attends. Il se passe lundi. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Alors c'est 4 ans après Metal Gear 1. Oui mais c'est quand Metal Gear 1 du coup. En 95. Donc ça se passe en 99. Et de 99 à 2014, recoma. Donc 15 ans. Donc 15 ans plus 9 ans. Ça fait 24. Il passe 24 ans dans le coma dans sa vie, Big Boss. C'est beaucoup, 24 ans. Allez. Et alors maintenant, en gros, les missions secondaires, vous allez voir, elles se passent entre Peace Walker et Ground Zeroes. Donc elles se passent avant les événements de Ground Zeroes. Voilà. Et cette mission-là, elle va introduire un thème très important.
Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate 2 U.S. Marines officials. The pair were in Laos together, but retired after the U.S. withdrew its forces. They were a sniper spotter team. In country, they were known as Glaz and Palitz, the eye and the finger. I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look. I've sent the target's fields of movement to your iDroid. These are averages worked up from a study by the intel team. Target A, Glaz, the eye. He was stationed in that prison camp before being sent to Laos. The place is their old haunt. That's Target B, Palitz, the finger. Apparently he's still finding uses for his skills, even now that he's out of the war. Those nicknames had nothing to do with their skills. It's because the two were less than human. No heart. Just an eye to find their prey and a finger to pull the trigger. Remember their faces.
J'aimerais bien que mon surnom ce soit le doigt. Mais ouais, vous allez voir, cette mission-là, elle va introduire un thème très important.
This is a sneaking mission. If you're detected, the targets are bound to take extra precautions. It's crucial that you eliminate the targets quickly and quietly. Do not let the enemy see you.
Il y a un thème qui va résonner dans tout le jeu. Dans Phantom Pain aussi. J'avoue, j'ai pas trop compris de quoi tu parlais. Je sais. J'en parlerai à la fin, pendant le débriefing.
This job. The clients are KGB contacts from my Columbia days. Don't worry, they had nothing to do.
Moi, je veux pas la correction de la visée.
Zadornov. They lost a lot of comrades to the eye and the finger. The NVA lost high-ranking staff too, but also their families, their children. To the east, the two were a reason to be afraid of the dark. Their extradition to face trial is even on the table in the peace talks. Now that they're out of Laos, the two are enjoying a relaxing vacation in a loophole, one surrounded by minefields and barbed wire. Even if the war ends, the East fears their return. For our clients, it will only truly be over when these two are dead.
Alors... On entend le vent dans le micro de la caméra quand on la tourne. Ah.
There a target in there? Take a closer look.
C'est lui à gauche. C'est le doigt? Ouais.
That's target B, Palitz.
The map has been updated.
Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate the targets. Just knocking them out or putting them to sleep won't cut it.
Vous savez quoi? Je vais le kidnapper.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed your way now.
Je vais pas les écraser. Ce serait pas très correct de ma part. Et oui, on peut conduire dans ce jeu. Et ça va, c'est pas dégueu.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Morpho, on station at LZ. Making forced landing. Stand by.
Prends le gars.
You're extracting one of the targets. You can tell me why later. For now, take out his buddy.
Lazy son of a... What the... Huh? You okay? Huh? What's up?
Ok, il est près de l'héliport.
CP, this is Delta 9. Still no hostiles around here. We're standing down. Over. This is CP. Understood. All fire teams, return to your posts. Out.
C'est lui?
You found him. That's target A. Glass. Take him out.
The map has been updated.
Non mais tu m'as pas vu. Tu rêves. Je suis caché. Personne ne peut me voir. Basiquement, j'être caché. Toujours le même gars qui tousse là. Oh putain, il arrive. Il arrive en courant le con. Merde. Putain de merde.
Damn it, the target is getting away. Snake, the target is about to leave the base. If he gets away, the mission's a failure. Hurry up and take him out. Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate the targets. Just knocking them out or putting them to sleep. Either exfiltrate by chopper, or make your way outside the mission area by land. Boss, get out of there and find...
Il y a un gars qui lui a mis une balle dans la tête. Incroyable. Bonjour. Oui, je fais Phantom Pain après, ouais. Pas aujourd'hui, mais normalement le lundi je le commence.
Good, you've completed the objective. Now get out of there. Either exfiltrate by chopper, or make your way outside the mission area by land.
Marker placed. Please select a landing zone confirmed.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed your way now.
Ah! Putain de merde. Oh bah ouais, là actuellement Phantom Pain tout seul j'ai dit combien tout à l'heure? 270 heures dessus. Donc ouais, ça va être long. Je sais même pas si je vais pouvoir le streamer jusqu'au bout. C'est probable que non, parce que je vais peut-être avoir un travail bientôt. Mais
This is Morpho, arriving shortly at LZ.
Vraiment, ça passe entre les lignes ennemies là.
This is Morpho, have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Quelle furtivité, putain. C'est incroyable ce qui se passe. Jouer à un jeu d'infiltration, c'est comme être un oiseau. Tu passes ton temps à faire des... Tu regardes dans tous les sens. À toute vitesse. Ah putain, il y en a un deuxième. Allez. Arrêtez de me percevoir. Merci. C'est parti. We book it now. Je vais voir un truc rigolo. Oh, on peut pas. Merde. Je pensais. Je voulais plonger en le lâchant. Let's go. Donc maintenant je vous invite à écouter le débriefing et je vous explique après. Ah oui, il était payant Ground Zero, c'était d'ailleurs toute la controverse. Quand il est sorti, il était à 40 balles et les gens ont fait un scandale, il a baissé à 30. Mais ouais, il était payant. Et il l'est toujours. Mais maintenant t'as la version complète avec les 2 jeux pour 30 balles.
Mission complete. Great work, boss. I know our clients are going to be more than satisfied.
Oui, bon, on connaît.
With those 2 targets out of the way, we might just see an early end to the war. But did you notice, boss? They seem to be afraid of something. Feared it more than death itself. Just what the hell is going on in that place?
Ah putain, y a pas eu le truc que je pensais. Pourquoi y a pas eu le truc que je pensais? Bon, en gros, je vais vous expliquer. Parce qu'il y a pas eu la news, apparemment. Attends. Est-ce qu'il y aurait pas une cassette qui parle d'eux ensuite? Non. Alors je vous épargne tout ça, hein. Je suis gentil. Bon, y a pas ça. En gros, il y avait une info importante qui n'a pas été donnée. Mais en gros, quand ils ont capturé Haut et Finger, ils ont découvert que Haut, il avait un œil de verre, et que Finger, il avait une prothèse de doigt. Et qu'en fait, c'était des vétérans fatigués et en souffrance. Mais je pense qu'il fallait écouter leur conversation pour qu'ensuite on ait ça au débriefing. Et en fait, c'est pas du tout les menaces qu'on nous tease au début. Et en fait, le grand thème important de MGS5, de MGSV, c'est les faux semblants. Il ne faut rien croire. Il faut remettre en question tout ce que vous voyez. Parce qu'il y a beaucoup de choses qui sont fausses. Il y a beaucoup de choses qui ne sont pas vraies. Vous allez voir, quand on commence les missions secondaires, quand on les lance, ça dit recréation pseudo-historique. On ne joue pas les événements qui ont eu lieu, on joue une reconstitution. Je trouve les graphismes toujours aussi impressionnants par contre. Oui. Ça c'est incroyable. Le jeu est magnifique, il a 10 ans, il est sorti sur PS3 et il est sublime. Oh putain. Oui, c'est pour ça que c'est toujours la même base. Et ça, le truc de la recréation pseudo-historique, gardez-le bien dans un coin de votre tête jusqu'à la fin de Phantom Pain. Ça va être important à un moment. Regardez, ça va être écrit là.
We got a request for extraction from a member of the intel team who was working undercover at the prison. As you know, it's an enemy base. There's no time for the silent approach. Assault the base, secure the target, and get out of there. The target is our agent from the intel team. To say he's a critical VIP would be a massive understatement.
Oh putain, on doit sauver un VIP. Alors c'est une mission vraiment difficile celle-là, parce que c'est du rail shooter. Ouais, c'est des lunettes qui appartiennent au mec qu'on doit sauver. Alors je vais pas aller jouer mon létal, hein, parce que ça serait vraiment trop dur. Je vais pas me faire chier non plus. Je vais avoir l'air con, mais j'ai une prise d'attention à ce détail de recréation pseudo-historique. Moi, ça m'avait fait tiquer à l'époque et en fait, j'ai... Quelqu'un dans une vidéo a dit un truc qui m'a fait beaucoup réagir vis-à-vis de ça. J'ai mort. Je sais pas de quoi j'ai mort, mais j'ai mort. Je sais que mon explosion, ma grenade avant, elle m'a blessé, mais pas à ce point. Je vais faire tomber les tours de garde parce que ça vaut toujours le coup. Je pense que si je refaisais TPP actuellement, je découvrirais pas mal de détails que j'avais skip à l'époque. Le souci, c'est qu'il prend tellement de temps et j'ai un tel backlog que j'ai de jeux jamais fini. Alors moi, Phantom Pain, je l'ai fait 5 ou 6 fois, je pense, en entier. C'est vrai que je regarde ce genre de vidéos quand j'aurai fini The Phantom Pain, il y a forcément plein de trucs que j'ai ratés. Ah oui. Mais dis-toi, moi, il y a des trucs pendant 10 ans que je les avais pas captés, hein. Merde.
Touchdown is a no-go. Rendezvous at the helipad. Can you make it to the helipad? Roger that. Request escort. Boss, cover the friendly vehicle.
Incroyable à mes yeux.
I'm good to drive. Just cover me.
Il y a un accent?
I'm security cassette tape. We're heading to the boss.
What a thrill.
Take care of him. Keep it up.
Bon, faut faire très attention avec le lance-grenade parce que si on peut péter sa bagnole à lui, on est baisé. Il a freiné un peu. Let's go, putain! Rapproche-moi alors. Allez, morpho. Kaboom, baby! Ça m'a rien fait. Bon, faut qu'il s'est craché tout à l'heure, ouais, mais là on est dans le passé. Là ça se passe avant. Oui, Morpho c'est toujours avec le papillon, ouais. Let's go, le lance-roquette. Merde. Oui, bah, 2 secondes. Excuse-moi, Kaz. On s'est entretués, c'est magnifique. Allez, descends-moi. C'était pas très bien garé. Hein.
Get out of there and find a place to recover.
Mais putain! Et ils viennent par là-bas. Ils arrivent par là. Oh, très joli drift. Je sais pas qui pilote, mais bravo. Ok, c'est bon. Allez, monsieur. Allez. Ok.
Exfil via the southeast coast. Take out any pursuers. It's all up to you, boss. Contact, 10 o'clock. Is that?
Oh merde.
They're still coming. Make him regret it, boss.
C'est dur à viser. Oh putain. Allez. Allez, descends. Let's go. Putain. Bon. Je l'ai battu au lance-grenade. Putain, à cette distance, tu l'as battu au lance-grenade. T'es vraiment une PGM, toi. Allez. On va aider le gars de l'équipe Intel. Je sais que je suis fort au canon dans CFC. Putain, c'est idéal.
What took you so long?
Et du coup, c'est d'autant plus drôle parce qu'on l'avait recruté dans Peace Walker. On l'avait. On l'a retrouvé et on l'avait mis dans l'équipe Intel. C'est beau, putain. Je suis ému. très joli rond. Il fume un cigare. Du coup, il y a Idéo avec moi. Allez. Regarde, caméra me fait trop rire. Oui. Pareil, hein, Snake au début il nous a regardé droit dans les yeux aussi.
Contact with the undercover agent posing as a soldier at the base. He'll pass you a cassette tape containing classified information. Start by taking a look at the agent's VI on your iDroid. Once you've spotted him among the Marines, make contact and get that cassette tape. Thing is, he's not one of us, so don't let your guard down around him. One other thing, boss. I've been told you can also use the watchtower on the west side of the base to contact the target. Just climb up there and turn the searchlight on. Once he sees that, he'll come to you. Once you've identified him, approach him and grab him. That's the contact sign.
The map has been updated.
This is the target. This job. It came through a cutout, but I have a feeling the client is the Joint Chiefs of Staff. After all, the chairman has a lot of faith in you after Peace Walker. In other words, the agent you'll be contacting has been ordered by the nation's highest-ranking military officers to spy on a military base. That base doesn't follow American, Cuban, or any other law. Somebody wants themselves a place where they can interrogate POWs as they please without being held to the Geneva Convention. A black site. Something is going on in Cuba's little America, far away from the eyes of Washington. And the truth behind it all should be on that cassette tape.
You okay?
There goes the signal. The target shouldn't be long now. Look around carefully.
Regression pseudo-historique qui explique totalement la mission suivante d'un coup. Oui. Mais surtout quoi, c'est pas le même endroit en fait, c'est pas censé être le même endroit. Ok, donc normalement il y a un soldat qui va arriver.
Hands up.
Speak.
The map has been updated.
Lie down.
C'est lui.
Here he is. That guy's the target. Make contact with him while he's still by himself. Approach him and grab him.
Mais il est pas tout seul justement. Kaz, il est avec son copain. Ah, t'as quitté le camion à l'autre bout. Effectivement, c'est pas la bonne solution.
All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Delta 1. Investigate
Ouais, c'est ça, va investiguer.
Good. Target's alone now. Make contact with him.
Delta 1, this is CP. Give me a sit rep. Do you copy? Come in. We have a situation. All units on alert.
Spit it out. You're here for... No! Hey, not so tight, huh? I put everything on a tape. I don't have it on me. It's in the central control tower, edge of the admin building sector. I needed to stash it. Had eyes on me, and these guys, they don't work for Langley. He's... you know... Huh? Damn it. You watch your ass, too. All right. Come on, do it.
You better keep moving, boss. Confirm the location of the central control tower. It's marked on your map.
Oui, c'est bon, je sais où aller.
Please select a landing zone confirmed.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed your way now.
Je vais kidnapper le gars. Ça peut toujours servir. On sait jamais. Vous verrez que ça a son utilité dans Phantom Pain. De kidnapper des gens ici.
This is Morpho, arriving shortly at LZ. This is Morpho, on station at LZ.
Ouais.
Get that cassette tape. I've marked the location on your iDroid.
Mais pourquoi l'hélico s'en va pas?
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Toute la base, tu veux.
Roger.
Ah oui, il met l'ambiance, mais bon, s'il se fait détruire, ça va être la merde.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
Va là-bas.
Roger.
Scandale.
Surveillance camera. That a trap? Did the agent set us up? That takes care of the tape. Time to get out of there.
Mission info has been updated.
Je veux écouter la cassette.
You've done your part. You told us plenty. You've known the pain of ages. And even now you think, as any person would, that this can't be happening. Is it education? Morals? Faith? Just the imprint of a lifetime of stories? Face to face with oblivion, which is where you are, and you still think that help is coming. The world you were born into is made to save you. Isn't that right? Of course it is. Everyone knows that. Until your last breath, you know it. Without the slightest chance or reason left to them, humans are capable of hope. I'm no different. But for one thing, when my time came calling, I didn't die. My family died, my country died, but they didn't take me with them. All hell took from me was this skin, this outer peel that marked me human. My village had an oilseed field and a fine factory. Every day, my friends and I would see our parents at work in that factory. That's all I had, all the world I knew. Then one day, aircraft came droning in from some far-off sky. The factory was bombed. Some spies had told them we were making weapons. The building burned. We tried to flee outside. The crowd blocked the exit. The crowd of people. Hot. So hot. I tried to push through their legs and get ahead, but a boot in my stomach put me on the ground. The smoke of them burning filled me up. I heard my name called, but not for long. At the infirmary they carried me to, a nurse in the corridor saw me and remarked, as if it happened every day, I should let the poor thing die. Those are the only words of my mother tongue I remember. It was the language of my village. Until foreign troops invaded. Then the last identity I had left, the words I spoke, were pulled from me. My skin would never feel anything again. This face would be burned again, in torture, at foreign hands. But I still writhe in that burning factory, doused in scalding rapeseed oil. That's all I have to feel, that pain. All I have to remind me I exist here.
Roger.
Those spies reported well. We made weapons, all right. As cartloads of rifles came in from the battlefields, we fixed them up and sent them back out. So our country could win.
Roger.
Or rather, so that little world we knew could continue. I came to realize I mustn't die. I'm their last hope. All those who perished and left me here.
Ah, il débite, hein.
I have to accomplish something. If I don't, their will be swept out of this world. So, do you see me now? Tell me, what do you see? Hmm? You have eyes. What do your eyes see? Yes, that's right. You see a skull face. You see me. This skull is who I am. My mark, my proof of humanity. I have no country, no language. I have no face. But I haven't lost my skull. So I told myself, the pain and effort that keep me alive will never know relief, never bear fruit, never be repaid. I know that, but I told myself to focus on some hope, a non-existent hope, to guide me through this burning world. A hope. Call it a dream. A melancholic delusion. As the pressures within me stretch me to bursting, and I force myself not to cry out, though the words I thought were carved into me are gone, and all I knew is dead. I know how you feel. I've felt that. So show me that I'm not the only one. That you too can return to this world for revenge. Do you see me? Don't die. Don't die. Ah.
CP, this is Zulu 2. I have my gunfire. Here's where it's coming from. Over. I gotta pull out. CP, understood. They could be an enemy attack. Stay alert.
C'est un petit bavard le gars. T'as rien vu encore.
Retrieval complete. Great work as usual, boss. Boss, the tape you recovered is clearly a recording of an interrogation. Proof that the base has been converted into a black site. But according to the client, there should also have been a record of the full scale of the plan. Maybe that was a tape we missed.
Ah. Mais ouais, le secret c'est de retourner la base entière à chaque mission. Mais là on n'est pas là pour ça, on est là pour le lore. On est là pour faire les aventures. J'espère que jouer en mode normal ça va débloquer les missions spéciales quand même. Mais j'ai peur que non.
Boss, this mission comes from none other than the JCS. A MAGTF will very shortly conduct a heliborne assault on that base. Their objective is to seize control of it, and the one thing that could get in their way is the base's anti-air defenses.
Ah oui, il faut les 9 écussons.
Anti-air emplacements. Doesn't have to be all of them. Destroying 3 will allow the
Bon, on les
assault
fera pas
force to
alors.
land. Once their destruction is confirmed, military choppers will descend on the base and the Marines will begin their assault. They don't know you're there, so you need to exfiltrate before they arrive.
Flemme de chercher les 9 écussons. Mais en gros, juste déjà vu, tu joues Solid Snake dans son skin de MGS1 et tu dois prendre, tu dois vivre des souvenirs en gros qui ramènent, qui rappellent MGS1, une espèce de flashback. Et jamais vu, tu joues Raiden Cyborg qui combat des body snatchers. Voilà. Donc c'est marrant, mais c'est pas très important.
You place some C4. Get to a safe distance before detonating it.
Ça a l'air marrant, mais j'avais la flemme de débloquer ça. Ouais. En vrai, c'est fun. Si t'as une après-midi que tu veux occuper, ça vaut le coup. Ça vaut le coup de le faire une fois. Oh putain, je l'avais pas vu lui. Contact de quoi?
You're seriously injured. Find somewhere safe to rest. That'll give you a chance to apply first aid.
C'est ma faute. Tout est ma faute.
take out the anti-air emplacements. Doesn't have to be all of them. Destroying 3 will allow the assault force to land. Once their destruction is confirmed, military choppers will descend on the base and the Marines will begin their assault. They don't know you're there, so you need to exfiltrate before they arrive.
On peut pas faire de body check. Le body check n'existe plus.
What's up?
Faut y faire. Ok, il y a déjà le C4 dessus. Un drap. Non, t'as rien vu. Non. Tu mens. Putain, je l'ai enfin touché. Le jeu est si dur sans le mode réflexe, oui. En vrai, je vais essayer de faire Phantom Pain sans parce que il est trop facile en fait avec. Ouais. What the fuck, il est où? Ok. Non!
Target destroyed. That was smooth, boss. Real smooth. I'd expect nothing less.
Please select landing zone
Boss,
confirmed.
there's an armored vehicle headed your way, and its cannon will be a threat to the choppers. You'll have to eliminate that too.
Alors si jamais Katika, je te conseille d'essayer de faire des plongeons comme ça dans Phantom Pain parce qu'il y a une animation spécifique qui n'est pas dans Ground Zero et qui vaut le coup. Oh putain.
You're seriously injured. Find somewhere safe to rest. I'll give you a chance to apply first aid. This is Longbow. In hot. Stay out of the kill zone.
OMG, Morpho join the fight. C'est pas moi. C'est son pote avec son lance-roquette. T'inquiète.
Please select a landing zone confirmed.
Morpho copies. Returning to target marker.
Allez, des gros. Et te fais pas tirer dessus, s'il te plaît.
This is Morpho. On station at LZ. Hurry. Attack aircraft still inbound. Stand by. This is CP. Understood. Watch yourselves. Don't let them flank you. Out. I gotta pull out.
Yes. Moi.
That may not have gone as planned, but we fulfilled our end of the bargain. Good work, boss. Come on home. We still don't know who sent those aircraft to strike the base. The one thing we can say is the origin was Western. Any evidence of what was going on there was reduced to ashes, along with the enemy combatants. But somebody in America wanted to make sure no one found out about that black site. When you look at it, everything's worked out exactly as they planned. I've heard Washington has given tacit approval to the kind of facility that operated there, and things are moving ahead. Stopping terrorism is the new priority. And the identity of that somebody? My money's on one name. Cypher.
Bon, on a fait toutes les missions du jeu. Il nous reste un peu moins de 40 minutes. Je vous propose qu'on écoute des cassettes. Parce que ça va nous donner un peu des infos. Non, je voulais pas cliquer sur ça. Alors...
I made it ashore. I'm in Cuba. Security looks lighter than I thought. I wonder where Boss is. East dark, but there are soldiers everywhere. Lots of choppers coming and going. Those lights are so bright. Time to get moving. I got close to the fence to see if I could spot her. They had a guard posted, so I got out of there. Guess security's not so light after all. I'm coming, Paz. I'm okay. okay.
I'm okay.
I think I found him. He's gotta be past. No, no, no. They're looking for me.
No, quit that struggle. Got him secured. It's a kid.
C'est la chanson de base.
I got caught. I'm in a cage. Give me back my recorder. At least whoever finds this will know what happened. They're holding others here too. Still no sign of Paz.
Ouais, t'as raté la fin de la mission. Maintenant, on écoute les cassettes.
Chico.
Paz?
Chico.
Ah oui. L'inspection, tout ça.
This is a one-man infiltration mission, boss. Equipment is the bare essentials. Anything else will be OSP. The target location is a prison camp on a U.S. military base. Those Marines have the place locked down tight. Your only backup will be one extraction chopper. We can't send anything else.
You won't need to.
Again, this is infiltration, a sneaking mission. Your number one priority is remaining undetected. Use discretion before engaging any guards you encounter. Be mindful of their sensory perceptions: sight, sound, smell, and pain. Fortunately, these atmospheric conditions will continue until dawn. That should provide you with some cover.
At least the weather's on my side.
Your mission objective is to rescue Chico and Paz. According to Chico, they're both being held at an old prison facility. Recon from the intel unit supports this, so it's safe to assume that's where they are. Once you've gotten them to the RV, call in the extraction chopper. I'll monitor the situation and offer guidance from here, but you'll be the one in the field. How you handle this mission is entirely up to you, boss. Snake, yesterday we received official communication from the IAEA. It says, it has come to our attention that your organization recently purchased nuclear fuel from Uzbekistan authorities. We request permission to inspect your facilities.
What a load of bullshit.
Yeah, they're after Metal Gear Zeke's nuclear warhead. I'm betting this is payback from Cypher after Paz's leak.
Using the UN.
There's no telling how much influence they have. But the IAEA can only do inspections in countries that are party to the NPT.
And we're not a country.
Exactly. We haven't signed a safeguards agreement with the IAEA over peaceful nuclear use, and we're not obligated to report any nuclear material we have, nor information about any nuclear facilities. The IAEA has no authority to inspect us.
But despite all that...
That nuke's our last line of defense. We don't want to announce we have it until the world is preparing to wipe us off the map. Until then, we let everyone think we're just a private army with conventional firepower.
What's Huey's take?
That the problem's how to hide the nuke in Metal Gear. But I gotta tell you, he was all for it.
I see. But there's no way we can have the IAEA poking around here.
So what do? Ignore them?
Send them an official letter of refusal. Say that we're a private organization and we've done nothing to attract this suspicion.
You got it.
We finished Zeke's waterproofing reinforcement yesterday. The day after tomorrow, we'll be done installing the main depth control tank, the compressed air tank, and the attitude control propeller pod.
Huey.
If the underwater test goes well, next week we'll try the 300-foot seabed depth.
Drop the act, Huey. How did we end up agreeing to the nuclear inspection?
Because after you sent that letter, I told them. After careful reconsideration, we agree to your request. And frankly, we should be inspected. This is our chance. If they come and go without discovering the nuke, we can tell the world we're clean. Of course, it's risky, and we'll have to make sure everything's perfect, but it'll be worth it.
Huey, can they do an inspection without going through the Board of Governors?
We contacted the IAEA's admin branch, and they said there's no record of us being brought up at any of the board's meetings.
I'd say probably a preliminary inspection to determine whether we should be referred to the board. So it's bound to be a small inspection team, and they won't be here that long. Don't worry, leave everything to me.
Has the media gotten wind of it?
Oh, il est sus, hein.
Yeah, 2 major Western networks want to do stories on us. I planned on saying yes.
What? You want to broadcast this place to the world?
That's why I agreed to the inspection. This is a golden opportunity. We can use the media to prove to the world we don't have a nuke. Besides, even if we said no, it would just be delaying the inevitable.
Kaz, our hands are tied now. Start getting the place ready.
Thanks, boss.
Don't get the wrong idea. You've set it up so that any more changes of heart will arouse suspicion, that's all.
Zeke stays, but we'll have to move all other AFVs to shore. Any potential troublemakers can go with them for some mandatory R&R. Sound good, boss?
Just do it.
On n'a pas écouté la cassette qui explique que Yui c'est pas son vrai nom dans Peace Walker? Je me souviens pas de ça.
About the inspection, what do we tell the men?
The truth. What else? The one thing we don't need to worry about is anyone here spilling the beans about Zeke.
Good point. What about the Sandinistas? There's still quite a few of them left on the base.
I hate to say it, but it won't look good having Soviet bloc personnel here. The problem is, moving a group that size in a hurry would look even worse.
At least Amanda's on assignment in Cuba. They'd recognize her. She should stay put for now.
All civilians save Huey will have to return to their countries.
Even your Parisian?
Of course. We'll get her whatever paper she needs. Dr. Strangelove's departure came at a perfect time. The less Zeke-related staff here, the better.
Wait, she left?
That's right. You were away on a mission. She left last week. There's nothing cooking in AI weapons research, and Zeke is complete. There was really no reason for her to hang around.
I'm surprised Huey let her go that easy.
Yeah, his crush on Strangelove was never much of a secret, huh? He followed her everywhere while Zeke was in development. Boy, would she get pissed. But he does have a lot on his mind right now. I've got bigger issues to deal with. That's what he said.
That's the spirit, Huey.
10 days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by Belizean fishermen who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No. I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved's bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
If not us, who else is gonna rescue that bitch?
When do we do it?
The inspection comes first. We'll deal with us afterwards.
Do the men know?
Word has started to spread. The information came from Cuba through Amanda. One of the base personnel used to belong to El Frente. I'll tell everyone we don't concern ourselves with the survival of enemy spies. We need them focused on the inspection. And if we get her back here and she isn't cooperative, there's still plenty of room for her in the ocean.
Works for me. What about Chico? He had a chance to stop Paz from hijacking Zeke and he blew it. He's carried that guilt ever since. Kid really did care about her.
Chico, it's hard to say how he'll react.
Have Amanda call him out to Cuba. He shouldn't be here right now.
Good idea. They haven't seen each other in a while. Little time with Big Sis and he'll forget all about you-know-who. What? Still no sign of Chico?
What's going on?
It's Amanda in Cuba. Our resupply package arrived, but Chico wasn't with it. Relax, Amanda. I'm sure he's just exploring Havana or something. First time in the big city. Could have gotten carried away.
Cos, wait. The boat Chico was on, did it stop anywhere before it got to Havana?
Yeah, it had to refuel at Santiago de Cuba. You don't think... Oh, shit. You gotta be kidding me. He does this now?
It's 60 miles from Santiago to the prison camp. Chico used to cross the mountains with the older Sandinistas like it was nothing. He'll make that in 3 days.
Still, even if he does find his way there...
You know how reckless he can be. Chico thinks we've abandoned Paz. That's why he's doing this.
We'll start by having the intel detachment in Cuba look for him. We can't let him be captured.
There's some cages to the east of a big building. East an old grassy facility. That's where we are. Help me, Snake.
It's a setup.
We have no choice.
Yeah, if Chico talks, he could blow the new cover up. We can't hold off until the inspection's over.
When can we be ready?
It'll take at least 16 hours to confirm the flight path and prep a bird. The intel unit has started reconning the area.
Sounds like I'll have to miss the inspection.
Boss, we'll just have to send someone else to get them out.
No. I'll go.
Yeah, Chico and Paz would only take orders from you anyway. We can't go taking on those Marines at the base head on. It's gotta be off the radar, and it's gotta be you.
Hold down the fort, Cos.
Snake, you can forget about civil liberties where you're headed. God only knows what they'd do to you if you got caught. Do not let that happen. The Cubans leased the land to the U.S. as a gesture for helping them gain independence from Spain. The deal remains in effect until both countries agree to dissolve it, or the U.S. abandons the land. That's why America still operates the base even after La Revolucion. Problem is, it's leased land.
Meaning it isn't American soil, so the U.S. Constitution doesn't apply there. That allows them to withhold its civil rights protections.
Yeah, that's Uncle Sam's excuse. The area was originally only for detaining refugees from countries like Cuba and Haiti. But a few years ago, the CIA and its like started using it as a black site. Enemies of the state are renditioned there and subjected to extreme forms of interrogation. You can bet Cypher had a hand in that. As you'd expect, American and other Western human rights organizations aren't allowed anywhere near the place. What happens there disappears down the memory hole.
Who knows what they're doing to Chico and Paz?
I'd like to interrogate her ourselves. But if worst comes to worst, make sure she's dead. Chico, on the other hand, we have to bring back, fast. He knows too much about us.
Cos?
The area is surrounded by mines placed by both the U.S. and Cuba, making escape on foot impossible. You're heading into the lion's den, Snake. Don't take this one lightly. Come back in one piece.
Yeah.
Ouf. Alors je vais lancer ça et je vais aller faire pipi.
I heard about Paz's tapes.
Yeah. Why do you think she'd leave him behind? And that diary?
Whatever it was, her commitment was wavering. That much is clear.
So she was leaving clues to help us?
No way to know for sure. And the ocean's not giving her back.
November 4th, 1974. At the outskirts of Barranquilla, Colombia. Contact with Big Boss successful. Zadornov posed as my professor, but Big Boss took one look and knew he was KGB. However, he does not seem to suspect me. To him, I am just a peace-loving student, and another victim of the CIA. We asked him to drive the CIA out of Costa Rica. To him, this means betraying his country. His forces are smaller than anticipated. They drift from place to place with nowhere to call home. That provided us an opportunity, so we seized it. Zadornov offered them a plant off the Costa Rican coast to use as a base. As expected, Miller jumped at the chance. Although initially reluctant, Big Boss came around when Zadornov played him the tape. All because the voice on it sounded like his mentor, the boss. Naked Snake, the man who once saved the world from the brink of nuclear war. Awarded the title of Big Boss for his service. He later became a mercenary, abandoning both his title and his country. To him, that honor was steeped in the blood of the boss, the mentor he was forced to eliminate. Exceptionally charismatic, he possesses unparalleled combat and intelligence gathering abilities. His only discernible weakness is her. This operation hinges on how effectively we can exploit that. Kazuhira Miller is Big Boss's lieutenant. Half Japanese, half American. He once served in Japan's self-defense force. Though he and Snake first met as enemies, they discovered a common bond and together built their private army, with Miller directing business and administrative affairs. He comes off as shallow, but his true intent is hard to read. I must be careful. All that is clear is his infatuation with Big Boss.
Infatuation.
With East and West fighting over its control, Central America is now the most contested region on Earth. CIA Central American Station Chief Coldman has developed Peace Walker, a fully AI-automated, fail-deadly nuclear launch system with which he aims to reignite the Cold War. Snake's new objective in Costa Rica is to prevent that. Zadornov's, or should I say, the KGB's plan is to play the two sides against each other, turning the entire region red. Not one of the three parties realize they're all just pawns in Cypher's hands. Cypher watches all.
Ouais, c'est pas encore son journal.
Mother Base has developed rapidly since being established in the Caribbean Sea. They recruit more personnel daily, and already their mercenary services are turning a profit. Big Boss's leadership and charisma, and Miller's business acumen drive this impressive growth. Furthermore, joining forces with a faction of the FSLN has expanded their power even more. They have even commenced their own weapons development program. All is proceeding according to Cypher's will. I could not be more pleased. Snake's pursuit of Peace Walker led him to an AI modeled after the boss's thought patterns. It was incomplete, but somewhat ironically, making contact with Snake was the necessary finishing touch. Meanwhile, the scientist behind Peace Walker's locomotive control, Huey, defected to Snake's army. His presence has greatly accelerated weapons development at Mother Base. I failed to anticipate Coldman's madness, but nuclear war was averted. However, this was only after the boss AI on board Peace Walker sank itself to the bottom of the lake, in what could be likened to suicide. The boss laid down her gun, choosing to sing for peace instead, and Snake, himself a gun, parted ways with her. In doing so, he reclaimed the title he once abandoned. He is Big Boss. Zadornov has been detained. Since this leaves my cover identity without a guardian, the Mother Base staff has taken me in. I am now better placed than ever to monitor their internal affairs. Everything continues to unfold according to plan. The developer of the boss AI, Dr. Strangelove, has also come to Mother Base. With her and Huey's expertise, they can now develop a weapon capable of matching Peace Walker. Development on the bipedal weapon is now complete. They call it Metal Gear Zeke.
Metal
It stands
Gear.
there like some sort of mystical guardian. The soldiers gaze on it with pride and reverence. Big Boss has elected to arm it with a nuclear weapon. As an army without a nation, they seem to feel the need for a deterrent against whatever the world might pit against them. It is a dangerous gambit. Why do such a thing? Their nuclear strategy differs from the Americans and the Soviet Union. The superpowers deter attack by revealing their nuclear arsenals to one another. Snake and his men know that if they were to go public with this, the whole world would unite against them. Business would dry up overnight. So they do not plan on revealing the nuke until necessary. This ace-in-the-hole approach is their idea of a nuclear strategy. Wielding a deterrent, all the while unable to reveal its existence. I wonder if Snake sees how vulnerable this makes them. Yes. Hijack Zeke? Yes, I did indicate that to be our leverage. But I cannot imagine his agreeing to that now. But did you not raise them to safeguard your governance without borders? No. I have not forgotten. Cypher watches all. Yes, things are proceeding, but modifying Zeke has not proven easy. I am using Zadornov to buy some time. No, I have not forgotten what you said. However... Well, forgive me for asking, but... This is you I am speaking to, isn't it, Cypher? I will fight Big Boss. The world must be ruled by a single will. To defy Cypher is a fate worse than death.
Donc c'est à cause d'elle, hein, Zadornov qui s'échappe en boucle. Et maintenant c'est le journal de Edgy Paz et on va finir sur ça.
As of today, I will be living here at Mother Base. Now my real trial begins. Zadornov was paying my room, board, and tuition, but he has since been captured. I told the man that with no more money from the KGB, I could no longer afford school. He bought my story, and when I said I would be willing to work, he took pity on me and let me stay. For some reason, Miller really pled my case. That was helpful, but the man is still a fool. His men are no better. They think their training makes them strong, but that kind of strength is nothing in the face of true power. And better yet, they wait on me hand and foot, believing I am just a schoolgirl. Looks like I won't be working too hard after all. Just today, while scouting out the living quarters, I saw a group of them in the corner of the deck making a fuss. Going over for a look, I saw they were feeding a kitten. A bunch of grown hard men, and they're the ones acting like schoolgirls. Look, isn't he cute? What is wrong with them? Disgusting.
What is wrong with them?
I just nodded and smiled. I must stay in character after all. I indulged their chit-chat for a few moments. Then one of them asked me to give the thing a name. They had just taken it from its mother. I named it Nuke. I improvised some nonsense about how our compassion for living things can help prevent wars. The men gave me a little fish. I held it out in my palm and the kid...
Ah, un chaton, Burke. Ça me fait penser à... FF7 Advent Children quand Loz il sent l'odeur des fleurs et ça le dégoûte parce qu'il est méchant.
As of today, I saw a group of them in the corner of the deck. Moments. Then one of them asked me to give the thing a name. They had just taken it. Our compassion for living things can help prevent wars. The men gave me a little fish. I held it out in my palm and the kitten happily ate it up. What a pathetic, feeble creature.
Faible.
Sickens me.
Ah, ça me dégoûte. Alors je vais remettre... Ouais. Ah, elle est dark, hein. Elle est très très dark.
Fish. I held it out in my palm. What a
Ça me rend mad.
pathetic, feeble creature. It sickens me. Today, Chico invited me to go fishing with the soldiers. I suppose finding one's own food does have its merit, but I prefer not to be involved in such a degrading task. And their prattling on about fishing being fun is nonsense. I'm not here to find playmates. Nevertheless, distasteful as it was, I went along in order to maintain my cover. Chico thrust a fishing pole into my hands, and we went up onto the deck where several soldiers had gathered. They welcomed us warmly. With so few women aboard Mother Base, I'm treated like a princess. No one suspects I am neither a teenager nor a student. It was
Nor a
nice and
student.
fun, with a gentle breeze and waves. As I cast my line and waited for a bite, the soldiers began to ask me all sorts of questions. As always, I answered according to our predefined scenario, feigning a smile. As I sat there feeding them lies, the fish began to bite, and the soldiers began to focus on their prey. Chico had his bait stolen by a fish, and got so angry that he stood up and nearly fell into the sea. Everybody laughed. It almost made me want to join in too. At some point, I got a bite myself. The instant after I felt that first gentle tug, the fish yanked the line with astonishing strength, and I let out a cry of surprise. I thought he was going to be huge. It was my first time fishing, and I was a bit flustered, so the soldier beside me helped by supporting the pole from behind. "Reel it in," they shouted. I nodded, turning the handle as fast as I could. I wondered what kind of fish lived below the surface, and thought back to the deep sea dives I had to do as part of training. Those were difficult days, but I remember finding the multicolored fish gliding through the water incredibly soothing. After a hard fight, I pulled it up. To my surprise, it wasn't even half a vara, rather anticlimactic. But I wasn't doing it for fun, so I wasn't the least bit disappointed. Nook was hovering nearby with an expectant look on his face, so I gave the fish to him. All in all, a thoroughly wasted day. Preparations are coming along nicely. No one suspects me of being the one to let Zadarnov out of his cell. Today, Amanda and I taught Cecile how to make gallo pinto. It is a simple home-cooked dish consisting of black frijoles.
Je suis en train de me rendre compte que le journal de Paz de Edgy Paz, là, il fait écho à un truc dans Phantom Pain. Et c'est très intelligent.
Mixed with arroz. It is well known throughout Central America, not just in Costa Rica, so it is no surprise that a Nica like Amanda would be good at making it. But I was raised in the States from a very young age, and can hardly even remember my mother's gallo pinto. Having to make chit-chat with that clueless bird lover and the so-called revolutionary was excruciating. And, clueless or not, I wanted to be especially careful around Cecile, the one who actually recorded that tape. Thankfully, Miller and his men seemed to believe I mistook the tape I found for one.
Me fait rire, elle passe son temps à raconter des trucs où elle passe un bon moment, et après elle ajoute « Mais c'était nul, hein, moi, m'amuser !»
My friend made. In any case, one can never be too careful. Anyway, the three of us minced garlic and herbs, then cooked them in a pot with frijoles we'd soaked overnight. While waiting for them to cook, we sautéed onions and arroz in a frying pan. Cecile worked the frying pan according to Amanda's directions, but seemed a bit glum. She does have a knack for cooking, though. She is French, after all. We added water to the pan and watched the arroz begin to steam. While we waited, Amanda shared memories of her mother with us.
Arroz en espagnol, c'est du riz.
They had been separated because of Simosa, but the taste of her mother's cooking was still fresh in her mind. When the frijoles were ready, we drained the water, stir-frying them with the rest of the vegetables. Quite a complicated process for home cooking. Nonetheless, it kept them occupied. The longer we sat and talked, the greater the chance of my arousing their suspicions. With women, it is not enough to just bat your eyelashes and giggle. It takes a lot of effort to divert attention. When the arroz was done cooking, we folded it into the frijoles and added salsa, stirring the mixture as it simmered. At this point, for some reason, the conversation turned to romance. Why does it have to be that way whenever women get together and chat?
Elle est misogyne.
Cecile fancies herself to be well versed in such matters, and gave Amanda all sorts of advice.
C'est une incel.
It was harmless enough, until, to my irritation, she began pestering me whether there was anybody I liked. Not right now, I said, trying to dodge the question. But she pressed on. It's Snake, isn't it? I gritted my teeth and played it coy. Maybe. Cecile nodded and giggled. He is pretty sexy, isn't he?
Oh, oui.
Yeah, this. It's all I can manage to just survive. The thought of romance has never once crossed my mind. I have no interest in that kind of man. Soon enough, a rich aroma began to fill the room. The gallo pinto was ready. New came over and rubbed up against our legs, looking for a handout. Unfortunately, it was not the kind of food a cat would like. We let a few of the soldiers have a bite, and then headed off to the mess hall. The home-cooked flavor we'd achieved was a big hit with the men of
Oui, Nuke, c'est le
MSF.
chat.
Not that we are trying to impress them or anything. Even I could manage a dish like that. Snake enjoyed it too. Let me make this absolutely clear. I have no interest in that man.
Non.
Football, or soccer as it is known in the States, is extremely popular here. It has not caught on yet in the US, but it has legions of rabid fans all across Latin America. These fans can get so rowdy that it is commonly believed El Salvador and Honduras went to war in 1969 over scuffles in a soccer match.
C'est vrai?
In reality, tensions between the two countries were already high. The match was merely one of the sparks that set them off. But these people are so passionate about this sport that the story seems plausible. Predictably, many of the soldiers here are fans. They have apparently divided themselves into Costa Rican and Nicaraguan teams and started playing each other. To play, you need a ball and 2 goals. The R&D team built and set up simple goals on the deck. I had absolutely no interest, but Chico insisted that I come and watch.
Non, mais ça m'intéresse
It was
pas.
not a proper match by any means.
La
The
pique-me.
pitch was not even regulation size, but the players and spectators alike got pretty
Ils ont fait
excited.
du foot de rue.
They banged empty cans and shouted cheers through the handmade megaphones. It almost felt like carnival. Huey, the referee, blew a whistle to start the match. The soldiers' training has left them in excellent physical shape, but they lacked the honed skills of professionals and their play was quite rough. Midway through, one of the men collided with another. They started shouting at one another, but Huey stepped in. I thought we had forsaken our countries, become one with the earth, he said, quoting Snake. We are not competing for national pride here, and we are not fighting for the good of any one country. This is not a war. Soccer is a peaceful sport, am I right? The soldiers nodded. They know the pain of war, and they share Snake's vision. Perhaps that is why all this resonates with them. Team Costa Rica was down a man, and somehow I was picked to fill in. Costa Rica had the advantage up until that point. I suppose Huey wanted to keep it balanced. The soldiers agreed with Huey's call. Maybe the Costa Rican players felt an even matchup would be more fun too. I could not be bothered to run at first, but chasing the ball out there in the hot sun, I was soon drenched in sweat. Before long, I found myself actively seeking out the ball, partially out of desperation. I picked up a loose ball deep on the opponent's side of the field. Even though he's Nicaraguan, Chico cheered me on, yelling, "Go for it, shoot!" I launched the ball as hard as I could, only to have it blocked by the keeper. Disappointment only increased my determination. In the end, I didn't score a single goal, and Costa Rica gave up its lead. It was really close, though. We congratulated each other on a good match and sprawled out in the shade on the deck, exhausted. The ocean breeze felt so nice on my sun-soaked body. Nuke came over. It is one of his favorite spots, and stretched out next to me. And together, we watched fluffy white clouds drift lazily across the clear blue sky.
Moi aussi, je vais habiter sur une plateforme pétrolière.
It was lovely out today, so I decided to sun myself in a lounge chair up
Oh
on the
putain.
deck, when Strangelove came up to me. Despite the heat, she was in her usual long sleeves and pants. I waved at her. She looked away and mumbled, "Hello there. Fancy meeting you here." I asked if she needed anything, feeling her eyes creeping up and down my body like she was savoring it. Finally, she swallowed and said, "You have such beautiful skin." Bewildered, I shook my head and said, "No, not at all. I had heard rumors that she was a lesbian, but she couldn't be after me, could she?" She continued to stare and said, "No, it is beautiful, but you must not let yourself get so tanned." And then she took my hand in hers. "What is wrong with a little sun?" I asked, trying to cut the conversation short. But she shook her head violently. "No, you mustn't. A young lady should take better care of her skin." She was acting strangely now, as if aroused. She lectured me on the perils of tanning, how it ages skin, causing wrinkles and spots, and in the worst cases, even skin cancer. I knew already that tanning could cause spots, but I thought only pale-skinned Anglo-Saxons had to deal with that. Having a scientist tell me it causes aging, though, that spooked me a little. If I am to keep playing the teenager, I will have to start paying more attention to my skin. Sensing my anxiety, she took a small tube from her pocket. She said it was the sunscreen she always used. She told me to keep it. I didn't know what to say. I was more than happy to take it, but exactly what were her intentions? Was she merely being nice? Or is she really into me? Either way, there was no reason to refuse, I suppose. I have undergone training. An out-of-shape woman does not pose any real threat to me. Having power means not being afraid. It is the same on a global scale. A country with nukes can dictate terms to a country without them. I thanked her and took the tube. Then she offered to put some on for me. She squirted some lotion onto her fingers and began rolling it into my chest. It happened so suddenly, and I was so taken aback that I did not even think to protest. She caressed my stomach with her long white fingers, then slid them upwards between my bikini-clad breasts. "What? Wait," I sputtered as her moist eyes met mine. She was beautiful. Somehow, I found myself captivated by this woman more than 10 years my elder. "Hold still," she whispered in my ear. I nodded silently, unable to refuse.
C'est vraiment écrit comme un roman le rose.
My body went limp, motionless, as if in a trance. Gently,
C'est une dark romance.
carefully, she rubbed the lotion all over my entire body. I shouldn't have enjoyed it, and yet I could not help myself.
Snake écoute ça avec son cigare.
I was spellbound. That woman is dangerous. I had better watch myself. Protecting one's health is an important part of any agent's job. But despite my best efforts, I have caught a cold. Now that I think about it, Mother Base's numbers are on the rise, with soldiers coming from all different places and backgrounds. It is no wonder then that sooner or later someone would bring in a virus.
Le Covid.
That said, what I have got is just a common cold. The medical team said I'd need a few days rest, so I've been restricted to my room and put on bed rest.
C'est le Covid.
I thought I'd gotten used to not having anyone around to relate to, but at times like these, being alone is just miserable. All I could do is lay there and stroke Nuke's back, trying to take my mind off how bad I felt. Nuke just sat there, not making a sound. But I did have visitors. Amanda and Chico, Huey, Cecile, Miller, and a few of the soldiers I've become relatively close to. Amanda made me a soup with her, which she said were good for a cold. Miller told me to take it easy.
Miller.
I will sing you a lullaby, he said, then broke out a guitar and sang some incomprehensible song in Japanese. I did not need to understand the lyrics to know he is an awful singer. Then he said, "You know what is good for a cold? Suppositories. Here, I'll show you." He began to take off his pants, so I threw my tissue box at him to make him go away. Then Strangelove showed up, saying she had some miracle Indian cure. "It has got eucalyptus extract," she said. "It works best if you rub it into your chest." And then she tried to take off my nightshirt. I whacked her with my pillow, and I got rid of her. Chico brought me a little flower in a cup. It had been growing in a little bit of earth.
Merci Chico, t'es vraiment la seule personne normale.
Stuck to something else. I found this on the deck. Here, you can have it. He tried to act nonchalant, but I am pretty sure he's got a crush on me. None of them understand. If they thought these little visits would cheer me up, they were wrong. Tonight, Snake himself came to my room. Like the rest, he believes I am just a schoolgirl and treats me as such. "Why did you abandon your country?" I asked him. "Why create the MSF?" Of course, I knew the answers already, but I wanted to hear it from him. As I had imagined, he was not exactly forthcoming. All he would say is that his country abandoned him because all he could do was fight, and that is why he needed the MSF, because that is all he is any good for. Then he said, "Fighting is the only thing I understand, but that does not mean I have got a grudge against those who believe in peace. I am not one of them, and I do not believe in peace. Conflict is in man's nature.
I don't believe in
fight our
peace.
enemies in order to survive. Maybe we are not so different after all."
Oh putain, elle a dit la phrase.
But that is exactly why I'm going to have to kill him. Or else he will have to kill me. When I stop and think about this wretched existence, being killed by a man like that suddenly does not seem like such a bad thing. Every month, Mother Base throws a party for all the soldiers whose birthdays fall in that month. There is something strange about a military organization having parties. Really though, it is just an excuse to drink and make noise. It is not easy to get alcohol in a fortress in the middle of the ocean. Most days they are training from dawn till dusk. They do not have time for things like drinking. That is why Snake and Miller came up with the idea, to give everyone a chance to let loose. Obviously, a bunch of bores like that...
C'est l'éclate à la Mother Base. Mais oui, j'ai trop envie d'y vivre. Alors que Chico, il est resté que pour les dragons et les chats qui parlent.
Don't bother with blowing out candles on a cake. Rather, they sit there in a cloud of cigarette smoke, drink beer, eat meat, tell tasteless jokes, and swap crude insults about one another's hometowns. But it hardly ever breaks out into something serious. They talk up a storm, but they're just having fun. It is funny. You have got members of FSLN rubbing shoulders with the UCLAs, people who once would have considered the other mortal enemies. I wonder if that is what makes Big Boss so popular. In leaving their countries behind, they leave their hatred for other countries too. Miller seemed a little protective of me. "Hope they're not being too crude," he said. But soon enough, he too was drunk. He yelled, "Come here, and take a look at the real Kazuhiro
Oui, il y a un côté
Miller."
camp de vacances,
Then
ouais.
dropped his pants and mooned everybody. The other soldiers burst out laughing.
Snake a fumé au moins 15 cigares, là.
Never seen such a crude, ridiculous party before. And yet, all these people, laughing and acting the fool. Is this what they call peace? For some reason, I began to think about all that has happened since I came here. Fishing with Chico, cooking with Amanda and Cecile, playing soccer, having visitors when I caught a cold. When I stop and think about it, my time here has been the most peaceful of my life. But that is about to end. I cannot imagine he will be willing to negotiate. It seems I am to fight the legendary Big Boss.
Qu'est-ce qu'il montre son boule? Et si c'était ça la paix? Tellement lui.
I do not know if I'll be able to beat him. But if I have to choose between death and defying Cypher, I will gladly choose death. The thought of dying does not scare me. But if I disobey my orders, the fear and despair awaiting me will be far worse than anything I can imagine. It was Cypher who took me in as an orphan, gave me food and a place to live. His orders may have been unreasonable, but I will never repay my debt entirely. It seems I have no choice. I must fight this man. I must fight Snake. Do you know Miller? Snake's right-hand man? Apparently has got at least one serious weakness. He is an insatiable womanizer.
Ah bon?
He does not bother me. Most likely because he considers teenagers off-limits. But he has hit on every single one of the few female soldiers here at Mother Base. They ought to be telling him where to stick it, but end up falling for it so easily. I think some of it stems from the fact that he is actually not that bad looking. Anyway, today, that nasty habit got him in trouble. He and Snake got into one of their rare
Oh putain,
fights,
j'adore cette
and I
histoire.
was there to see it. They burst out of the showers, completely naked, trading punches. I am no child. The sight of a naked man does not make me blush, but this was something else.
Sachez qu'il existe un artwork de ça.
Maybe this'll teach you, Snake yelled as he slammed his fists into Miller's chest. I heard later that apparently he had been two-timing someone, and that same someone had gone to Snake with her troubles. As I see it, it is her own fault for letting herself be deceived like that. If she is too dumb to see through Miller's lies, then she got what she deserved. But this was not the first time it had happened, or the second, and Snake read Miller the riot act. Miller argued back, and what began as a shouting match turned into a fist fight. You son of a bitch, Miller yelled as he swung. Not bad, said Snake, smiling, but not good enough. And then he was back on the offensive. They had already been at it pretty hard in the showers, and their bodies were covered with bruises. Both of these men had been trained for war, their bodies deadly weapons. They were each bleeding from a dozen places. All this from a fist fight. Even so, it was far less gruesome than if they had given it their all. It was obvious that one of them would be dead were they fighting for real. Miller took another swing, yelling, "Try this then!" Snake parried, then responded in kind. But I
Tellement
could tell he
homosexuel
was not aiming for
cette scène.
anything vital. You are one tough bastard, boss, Miller muttered. A smile crept across his face as he caught his breath. And then they went right on fighting. Blood and sweat flew off their glistening bodies. It was combat without hatred or hostile intent. I had never seen violence like this before. And yet, it was more than just a friendly tussle. They were utilizing every technique they knew. It was not a sporting match. They were not playing by the rules. How could they keep this up? At last, the two men tired themselves out, and the bizarre scene came to an end. They looked at each other's battered bodies, and then burst out laughing, embracing and congratulating each other on a good fight. It all seemed so idiotic. I still cannot fathom such behavior. But somehow, I got the sense that for all his womanizing, Miller really only trusted one person, and that was Snake.
And then they kissed.
There was no way I could ever come between the two of them. And at that thought, I began to feel as if I had lost. All of Mother Base is preparing for a festival. Since Snake and his soldiers spend so much time fighting, they are setting aside one day a year for peace and relaxation. I do not know all the details, but apparently that is what Snake and Miller decided. These soldiers love the idea, of course. There is so little fun to be had here that everybody looks forward to events like these. That is all well and good, but somehow I got roped into getting on stage. Come on, we even both have peace in our name, said Miller. And Zadarnov, that old Ruski's name, has something to do with peace too, right? Hey, as long as we're having a day of peace, we ought to get an act together. The three-piece band. I thought he was joking. He then proceeded to share his idea without bothering to check with me. And now, I am slated to sing. Apparently, he had heard me on the deck one day, and since then he's wanted to form a band. Everybody's looking forward to it, so there is no way for me to back out now. I have never done anything like this, but it does feel kind of nice to know that people are looking forward to it. I mean, it cannot be any worse than Miller's singing, but modifications to Zeke are already finalized, and I must complete my mission. Betray Cypher now, and I will face a fate far worse than death. Still, there's no need to put things in motion just yet. What difference would it make to just wait a little while longer? A whole day of peace. The mission can wait until after that. Can it not? I know I am only delaying the inevitable. When the day comes, one of us will have to die. Snake or me. But still, if I could just come up with some way to stall Cypher, at least until our day of peace. When did I start having thoughts like this? My cover is blown. They know nothing of Cypher or my true objective, but they know I am a spy. There is no more time left. I must act now. I must complete my mission. How did it come to this? All I wanted was 3 more days. Just 3. Miller's already finished writing the song. It is called Love Deterrent. It is about a girl who cannot express her true feelings. I have been practicing. I am no pro, but I was pretty sure I would do a decent job. And now this. Cypher found out that Zeke was complete. He must have someone inside Mother Base besides me, spinning his tightly wound web of control, leaving no room for individual will. Typical. When they found out Zeke was complete, I was ordered to execute the operation immediately. If I was going to enjoy just 1 day of peace, I had to ensure the plan could not move forward. I tried to sabotage Zeke. I thought by damaging the drive system, they would have no choice but to delay their plans. I waited until midnight, and then snuck into the hangar. There would be trouble if it looked like sabotage. I selected one of the drive system's load-bearing parts and carefully worked to warp its shape. The leg's drive system requires a high degree of precision to operate. Even the smallest deviation would have done it. Then, Chico walked in. Maybe it was one of those nights where he could not sleep. In any case, he saw me, panicked, and took off running. It would have been easy to kill him, but I could not. I know he likes me. It is not as if I would ever have an interest in a child like him, but I could not pull the trigger. Not at him, not in the back. Will he tell them? Or is there a chance he will keep it a secret? Protect me? No. He knows now. Knows I am not who he thought I was. He ran without even questioning what I was doing. There is no chance he does not know. And soon, all I have built here will end. And if Cypher has another agent among them, if he finds out I tried to sabotage Zeke, this place will no longer be my heaven. Then it is settled. I make my move now. Chico walked in before my sabotage was complete, so Zeke should still be operational. It might not run at full speed or power, but I do not have time to fix that. Without Zeke, I do not have a chance in hell of winning. I must act fast before Chico sounds the alarm. I knew it would come to this. I just did not think it would be so soon.
Bichette.
It is time, Zeke. Metal Gear Zeke. Activate.
Il a 12 ans? Non. Attends. Ça me paraît très peu, hein. Ah putain, ouais, il avait 12-13 ans à l'époque de Ground Zeroes. Ouais. Ouais, non, t'as raison, t'as raison. Ah, écoute. Mais il a fini par le savoir, hein. Comment? Il était au courant de la vérité, à force. Après les événements de Peace Walker. Bon. Merci d'avoir suivi cette VOD sur Metal Gear Solid 5V, appelez-le comme vous voulez, Ground Zeroes. J'espère que ça vous a plu. Ça a débordé un petit peu de d'habitude. La prochaine fois, on se retrouvera dans The Phantom Pain, enfin. Voilà. D'ici là, prenez bien soin de vous. À très bientôt. Si vous avez aimé la vidéo, aimez la vidéo. Si vous avez aimé la vidéo, laissez un commentaire sous la vidéo. Et si vous avez aimé la vidéo, abonnez-vous à la vidéaste et on se voit à la prochaine vidéo. Salut.